Hello there, welcome back after the weekend. How are you all doing today? I hope the weekend didn't drain you too much, just like it did for me. I wasn't the best, but still I'm here, and as usual we have a lot of work to do. So starting off, maybe before we jump into the Visual Studio Code or Visual Code, whatever the name is, a few announcements regarding the stream. So first of all, as you have maybe noticed, we will be starting earlier than usual. Now we'll be starting around 4 p.m. It's mostly because I have some more time on my hands, and I had nothing to do before the stream. So like usually for 1 hour I was just bumming around. So I guess it's better to use this time and start earlier, then maybe we can push some more work, hopefully. And another thing is that there might be more streams coming, additional ones, one on Tuesday and one on Thursday. But these are not really decided yet. I think it depends on my time, if I will be available. I put them into the schedule for now. I think the best way to figure out if the stream will be on or not is to just check. Probably the YouTube schedule will be updated, and most probably I can also update the one on Twitch. I can just skip the stream in case it won't be happening, so you will always know whether we'll be building something or not, breaking stuff. Yeah, okay, happy to be back. And I think we have some nasty bug to squash from last stream. Just a quick update, what have you been doing? So we are trying to get the values from the encoders. Now everything we have, now both of the encoders, left and right, and the volume one, everything is put into the matrix, so everything is read together with the keys. So what we need to do, we have to find those values, we have to go through the lookup table to figure out if there was a change, and if there was a change, in what direction, was it up or down. Then we have to remove those encoder values, the original values from the matrix row, and then we have to substitute depending if there really was an update, if there was a change in the encoder output, we have to put the correct value, either it will be up or down or something like that. And the last time we were working on it, it didn't really work, but I think I know what was what's the reason for that, why it wasn't working. So I think this filtering thing that I came up, I think it's correct in a way. The issue is here. I think the compiler is not really making this number 32-bit, probably. I'm not quite sure at this point, because I had a similar case before when I was working on it, and I realized I managed to do it like this. So I had this define over here. Technically I should do those defines as well. Maybe I should change this. Instead of doing magic numbers, which everyone will tell you that it's really bad and you should be banished for that. Just like we have over here. So if you look at it, nobody really knows what it is, the 3. And then we have we have more numbers, we have 1 and 2. Yeah, so I think I will just change that. Since we have these defines over here, we can use this one. So before I think it was named left horizontal up. I think we can change that, because we will be using this for both of them, or actually for every encoder, because this one I will use to filter out the initial value from the I2C expander. So once we get that, then we can use 2 more once we'll be putting stuff back into the matrix row. So let's change this to encoder up and down maybe. Let's maybe add a comment, encoder up, down, mask. Okay, this makes sense. Okay, and we want to do it 3. But this one we won't be shifting right now. Because we are shifting, we are taking values from the array. So I'm gonna just leave it like that. So we should technically have a 32-bit value. My knowledge of C is not the best. It used to work before when I did that. Now I don't know. Let's be hopeful. Okay, so since we are here already, so let's do some more defines. Although basically we can shift this one. Oh no, if we shift it, that won't really do much. Okay, so let's make it encoder up. And let's make it unsigned int. And I think for up, that will be value of 2. You see, already I don't know what is what. Yes, so 2 will be for up and 1 will be for down. All right. Okay, so this will be encoder up mask. And let's make this one down, and that will be 1. And of course, this will be down. Okay, do I really need this? I don't think I will be needing this anymore. Let's take a look, where are they? Okay, not in use. And not in use. Okay, so I think I can clean this up already. Then once we get this working, maybe we can clean the whole thing as well. Okay, I think we have too many phrases over here. Okay, so let's go back to our filtering stuff. So this will be encoder up down. Hopefully it will work. Okay, so this is one thing, and then what else? This one. This one will be encoder down, and this one will be encoder up. Also, we have more of these. There is one more over here. Okay, I think that will be it. We substitute this, so okay, let's save it. Let's send it, and okay. Is it gonna compile? That is the most terrifying part. No shit, it did. That's a surprise. Okay, so can't believe it. I even managed to put it into programming mode at the first try. Yeah, let's see what happens now. Okay, so it doesn't work. Okay, that is not good. That is not good. I was hoping that that was the issue with it. Looks like it's not. Okay, let's see. Okay, it keeps printing that it is down value. Okay, so it looks like we end up over here. Okay, that is interesting. As always, interesting. Okay, makes me wonder because when I'm looking at it over here we're operating on... Okay, that was the expander data, so that was completely different stuff. Okay, that is kind of interesting. I think we can try to maybe print those values and see what are we really getting. Okay, let's do this one and let's get rid of this one. And now... Okay, maybe we can do it over here. So I think that is the correct name. Print binary, and let's do row matrix. That will be 0. Yes, because we have only one row. All right, and okay, then let's print new line, and maybe then let's take a look. Let's take a look at this one. If you're really getting what I think we are getting. Okay, so this should silence it, if I can say like that. So we shouldn't have this output anymore. So we can then use this for debugging. So we can take a look what is really happening, what kind of values we have in the matrix, and what kind of values we have like when we try to get the data from the row matrix. Okay. I can see it did disconnect from the machine, but somehow I can't see the drive. Oh, finally it showed up. Okay, that doesn't really help much. Okay, how to have a cleaner output so we can see what is really going on. Because now I can't really tell which one is the mask and which one isn't. Okay, maybe let's just see if we really have it correctly. Okay, but then it will be a little bit different every time. If I stop it. I think I should name it. Let's make maybe small, shorter like this. Let's make a mask. And then we will have this, and then let's print new line. Okay, still no show. Ah, yes, finally. All right. What do we have here? So this is our mask. I need to go back to our diagram. All right. So what do we have over here? Okay, so it looks like our mask is correct. This is one. I mean, this is first encoder. And it looks like it should be okay. It should fit over here. Okay, then we have... Okay, so this mask should really give us these two values. Do it like this, keep it on top. Okay, so another mask is over here. So how many we have? So we have this, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so 12 from here. Oh, 16. Did we end up on the switch? We are over here. Okay, so this is not correct, maybe. But I think I did a probe. I think I did like 17. Let's take a look. Yes, 17. So that is correct. So this should be more or less fine. Okay, let's bring back data from the matrix row. So then we should have like one under another, and this should give us like maybe it will be easier to figure out if the masks are correct. Every time I try to calculate something, I always end up in the wrong spot. So let's make it row, then we have this, okay, and space. Okay, what happens now? Nothing happens. Why do we have no output? I think I know. Okay. Oh, we can stop it if we just click. Let's do it like this. Okay, let's take a look. So this is matrix over here. No, this is the mask, and this is our matrix. Okay, so looks like over here it's correct. We have these light up. I think I know what is the problem. We are reading it. I think we are reading it correctly. What the issue is that in the next round, when we are reading the matrix, these values are still there. So I think we should take a look if there was no output, if there was no change from the encoder, because those masks, they look kind of okay to me. So we have row over here. This is one mask, this is another mask. Yeah, so everything is correct over here. Everything is fine. So I think the problem is that these values, they always show up. And that's why we always end up outputting that the down rotation is enabled on one of the encoders. Okay, let's take a look what is happening. Yeah, so I think I missed this part. Or have I? No, not really. I am changing this. I am changing this in the matrix. Okay. How about we do it like this? Because I think the issue is that we are processing it all the time, whether there was change or not. And over here, when we look at this part, so we have this value changed, which equals true if the rows are different. So I'm thinking maybe instead of okay, but if we remove those values, I was thinking of using this over here. So we will only do this loop if there was a change. But then since we are changing, yeah, because we are then changing this over here. Okay. Okay, I think I know. I think we can move it up. I think we can put it before the bounce. So we're gonna read all the data from the I2C. Then we're gonna process our encoders, and then based on that, we're gonna check if it changed or not, because we're gonna keep this value over here. So we just gonna leave current row. That will be our processing row. So then in the next step of the loop, if there was no change, so we should have the same value over here as the one that was before, and maybe this won't trigger anything. So I think we should be doing it over here. It makes me wonder why. Okay, that is the end. Okay, current row. It's a little bit messy. Okay, this one is okay from here. Okay, this one is from here, so that is correct. Okay, we have no other curly braces. Okay, so now instead of doing row matrix, I think we should process this one. We should do current row. Okay, let's take a look. yeah, technically we're gonna process this one. So we're gonna filter out all the values from the encoders, and we're gonna put the correct ones in, and then we're gonna let it like do the natural flow. So over here, this part is not written by me. This is the original part from QMK. So then it will change if the current row is different from this one. So this one was from the previous step. That will be the current row from the previous step. So if you have no change on either of the encoders, so then these two should be the same. So then this boolean will be false, and we shouldn't have any processing at all, and we shouldn't have any output, hopefully. Okay, what about this one? Do we really have to? I don't think we need that, because it's gonna be overwritten anyway. We don't have to zero this one. Okay, so I'm gonna risk it, and I'm gonna comment this, and I'm gonna let it go with this. We're gonna print everything like this. Okay, now it makes me think, if you have it processed, so these values. Okay, let's see if it's even working. Let's see if it did anything. Over here. Yeah, I just need to be sure that I didn't leave any matrix in this one, but looks like we are all with the current row. Okay, I think it will be alright. I'm gonna find out soon, I'm afraid. Okay, nothing is happening. Okay. Alright. So it's not spitting data. Let's see if we... Oh. Yeah, that is interesting, because... Okay, so right one, left one. Okay, right one is going crazy in a way. If I touch it, it starts printing out. And the left one does nothing. Well, it looks like the left one is behaving kind of correctly. Okay. Although maybe not quite, because there's only one value changing. And something else is on all the time. So maybe there is something wrong. Okay, I wonder how's the volume behaving. Okay, I see we have only one value for the volume. So I think something is wrong with the mask. But like looking at it, it should be okay because we are on this, we need to get this one. Hmm. Okay, I think one thing, maybe we should disable matrix debugging so we won't end up with this output. And maybe I should go back and take a look at the masks. Okay, so where was it? I think it was somewhere in keymap. Not this keymap. This keymap. Okay, so let's disable this one. So this should get rid of this particular output. So we won't be seeing this anymore. Okay, I can skip that. We don't really need this part as well. Let's get rid of this one. And okay, going back to our matrix scanning. Alrighty. Okay, let's see what happens now. What kind of an output we'll have. I think something is wrong with those masks because there's only one bit flipping. There should be two. There should be either this one or the other one, and not only one like we have now. Okay, we do have some output. Let's see what happens. Okay, so the row is not really changing. Okay, it did change over here. Okay, this is kind of interesting because this is the output from the row. So it looks like this. And it's not changing. Okay, let me just push it again. Let me just switch it off and see what happens. Yeah, that is interesting because it's different over here. Well, it shouldn't really change. It looks like we are shifting everything correctly. Besides, the data looked kind of okay. Okay, that is kind of odd. Hmm. Mystery as usual. I was supposed to be such a quick fix. Maybe we have one of the encoders in like a wrong position. Let's see what happens if I press. Okay. That is something odd with this one. Yeah, this is kind of odd to me. Why does it change? So we have like constant output over here, and then this bit will flip. Then 2 will flip. Yeah, so this is what? This is our volume over here. Have I soldered it wrongly, maybe? I think it's okay. Yeah, this one is common. So I think we have it correctly, black one, because the whole thing is flipped. Okay, maybe I will try. Maybe I will desolder it and see what happens then. I think I can remove just the common leg, and that should do the trick. Okay, let's see what happens now. What kind of reading we will have right now? Okay, looks like it cleaned up. Okay, let's see what happens. I'm not seeing any output. Maybe it's just going so fast that I can't really see what is happening. Yeah, let's take a look. Okay, so our row is now 0. Okay, so we have these values over here. Well, I'm not seeing any up or down. Okay, maybe it's just outputting too fast. I think if we... Let's take a look. Was it Control Shift? Okay, nope. Ah. Okay, let's see what happens now. Okay, let's take a look. It's not spamming anything, so this might be a good sign. Okay, no output at all. Okay, the same story. Okay, so something is not okay over here. I think this might be let's do it like this. If less, although technically it shouldn't really break anything. Okay, let's take a look. Maybe so over here should be greater than. Okay, no output. Okay, it's quiet. It's still the same thing. Okay, something is completely broken over here. Okay, this kind of makes me wonder, is this gonna fit? This is 32-bit. And these are all 8-bit values. Yeah, I think that's the issue over here. Because this one is 32-bit. So the mask goes kind of okay, I would assume. But the value will be greater than 8-bit over here, so we have to shift it. Okay, let's take a look. How big is this one actually? Okay, let's do print binary 32, and let's do this one again. Okay, I think I know in a way. So we only get the output from the right one. If I move the right one, then we get that it's like down all the time. So I think this makes sense because the right one is gonna fit because like it's 8-bit is over here. Well, actually it's over here. So we still kind of fit inside, but then for the other ones, for these two, we are way ahead. So once we do the AND operation, so we have 32-bit, we have this data that is far beyond 8-bit threshold. We do like an AND operation, and then we try to fit this inside 8-bit value, but this is all zeros anyway. So we'll have to shift it right. I think we have to shift all of these. I don't even think we need to print this value. I think that is the issue. So once we filter out, because before, as I said, the current row was just 8-bit. Or is it? Yeah, the current row over here is a size of the matrix. So current row is 32-bit. Well, yeah. So definitely, I think that is the issue. I think that is the issue because, for example, let's take a look. Let's say you want to filter out volume, for example, volume up, volume down. So we have a mask over here. Let's say it will be 1, 1, right? So let's say this one is like 0 and 1. So we will get a 0, we will get a 1, and then we will get all the zeros over here. But our data is only this big. So once I try to put this value inside over here, I will only get zeros. So I have to shift this so that it will be over here. So I think all of the values we have to shift by the same number. Yeah, we do the filtering over here, so we prepare the filter here, then we get the value that we want, but then the final stuff we have to fit into 8-bit, which is here. So then I think we'll have to shift everything. We have to shift right by the same offset, I would assume. So for the first one, that will be 3 bits to the right. And for the next one, that will be like 17 and 19, something like that. I think I am right about this. I hope. Okay, let's just flash it, see what happens. If it even compiles in the first place. Okay, it did. What a surprise. Okay. I think it works. Yes, so I was right. We have output up, down, holy shit. Okay, this one is reversed. Okay, why is it reversed? I don't know. So that's the first one. Oh, that is interesting. Because this one, if I move it up, I get the up value. So that is correct. Then I move it down, then it's down. So that is fine. Now this one is the opposite. Up is down and down is up. Don't tell me I connected wrongly. Shouldn't be. I think it was okay. Oh boy, do I really have to open it up and check? Yeah, it would seem so. I also got new cables for Chordie. And now I need straight ones. Before I had one that was angled, but now the angled one won't fit, so I got this. Quite cheap, quite nice cable, not too long. Oh, that's gonna be messy, as you all the wires, all this stuff. Do we have something holding it? It's not really giving in. I remove this one, let's see what happens, if it's gonna move easier. Okay, I think I fused it together when I was trying to melt. Yep, it would seem so. I was making the hole bigger, so I've made a complete mess. Just look at this. Absolutely disgusting. Okay, I think I got one. Let's try do it with the other side. Okay, now it should be easy to release. I hope that my okay. It looks like it came out a bit too easy. It looks like this part didn't really print correctly. Only on this side we have a nice bump. But it still holds okay. Can't really see much from here. Which cable is where? Okay, so the blue one should be B, and then we have A. Okay, so this is right side, so B3 and B4. Okay, that would be okay. That would be all right. Yeah, let's open the other one. Okay, so what we have here, it looks like this is the same layout. So this is common. This one holds a little bit better. I think both pins are printed correctly. It's kind of difficult to take out, and that is good. Yeah, looks like they're the same. Take one more. Yeah, so looking at it like this one is common. First one is common, then we have A. Okay, what happened to AliExpress? It looks like this page is gone. I think I should have saved the picture. What is wrong with this site? My god. Hey, no search. Not sure what is happening with AliExpress right now. As usual, when you need it, it doesn't work. Yeah, but looking at it, it seems like they both connect the same way. So looking from this side, So we have common, which is black. Yeah, first one is black, is common. Then we have B and A, and over here is the same. Black, B and A. And looking at the I to C, they both connect the same way. So this blue one is B4, and then we have B3, the yellow one, and it's the same on this side. B4 is the blue one, and B3 is the yellow one. I think I will put this back before I break something. I think we are reading something incorrectly. That is kind of odd, because we have a good reading from one encoder, but not from the other. They both should be working the same way. It's basically the same loop, same algorithm to parse. Okay. Let's go back and see what might be wrong with it. Okay, so going back, the left one works. One more thing. Okay, I think I know what is the issue. So if you look at it, these are in opposite direction. So it's rather obvious that one will be outputting different. Yeah, so this one's correct on the left side. This one is kind of not, and I did it this way because I was thinking that it might be better if I have the encoder on the inside, so next to the switch. So I think we should either flip it in firmware just for now, and then maybe once I finally get to use it, maybe we'll either change the wiring or just gonna leave the wiring as it is because it's kind of simple to remember. And then maybe instead of that, we can just fix the firmware, and that should do the trick. Yeah, so... But now, can I really change this in firmware? I can't really change this in firmware, I'm afraid, because... I think I would have to flip those values. Okay, I think it will be easier if we just resolder this on the I2C expander. That will be the easiest way. We're gonna leave it like as it is on here, so the directions will be all correct. So for the right one, we will have up and down, because now it's the opposite. Down is up and up is down. So these two are kind of flipped. Well, that would be doable on the key map, actually, because once we have the correct mapping for it, we can just flip it. So for example, yeah, I think we can change it even here. Okay, so maybe I would just leave it. Okay, maybe no soldering for now. Let's leave it as it is. Okay, so we still have volume to go. Okay, the volume is kind of tricky. Let's take a look. What do we have over here? So the volume is B1, B0, and B2. Well, I shouldn't have closed it yet. Okay, but I think it's gonna work either way, because before we had this issue with binary operations, so like all this data was like going somewhere, and now it should be fixed, so it should work as well. Just one tiny thing, we have to solder back this piece. You have to solder back the common pin. Looks like it holds for now. Okay, what do we have here? Okay, there is no output from anything. Let's take a look. Okay, up and down. This one will be flipped, so that is correct. And now volume with our fancy volume knob. Let's see what happens. Okay, it works as well. Okay, I think it's also flipped. Yeah, because turning right should be up and turning left should be down. Okay, that is not the problem. I think I will leave it as it is, because that was kind of easy to remember. We had the common pin that was black, then we had the pin that was B, so we had like a blue wire, and then you had yellow wire for the pin A from the encoder. And looking at the I2C, that was easy to remember because the B pin was going before the A pin, so it was B, or blue wire, yellow wire, and that was the same for all of them. So I think I'm gonna leave it like that. It's gonna be easier to remember when soldering, and then we can flip it in firmware. That is absolutely no problem. I think we can even do it over here. So left volume down, we can change it to left volume up, and left volume up over here we can change to down. Left horizontal encoder was okay, so this one, and this one right horizontal up, so that one will be down and this one will be up. Okay, so once we have a working key map, this should give us the proper values. Okay, at least we know from the output from here that nothing is really spamming the keys, so we have all the encoders properly filtered out. So I guess the next big step would be to create a layout over here. Maybe not a layout, more like a key map. And then we can try if everything works okay. If every key is correct. I mean, we know that all the keys were working fine. But anyway, this way we'll be able to validate if this changes. So like flipping this these values, if it works. So now we should have correct output, because over here for this one, for this output, this mapping has nothing to do, because they don't really relay. This one is just basic filtering, so this is basically the output from here. So all we know is that we got the encoders, we got them properly filtered out, and everything is okay. Alright, so let's do it like this. Let's do numbers on the left side, and then on the right side we will do some letters maybe. And maybe, let's say, for the infrared we can do maybe function keys. Okay, so this one is the left side, that will be left horizontal up. So let's agree that the up will be higher letter, higher number than down. So for example, left was supposed to be what letters? Okay, so let's make this one will be B, this one will be A. This is our infrared, so let's make it F1. Okay, here we have L, so we have A, B. Okay, let's do C, E. Okay, I think this is mouse territory already, these two. Okay, so I will go GH. Okay, like this. Okay. Okay, more or less, let's say it's fine. This is our volume. Well, I'm not gonna mess up with volume. Let's pick something else. Okay, this is our switch, so let's make this one S. This one will be up. Make it like this. So, okay, so if we rotate down, we should get the letter T. If we rotate up, should get the letter U. And then if we press, we should get an S. Makes sense completely. Okay, let's try to do something similar over here. So this is infrared on the right, so let's make it F2. Okay, this one, let's make it number 2. This one will be number 1, just like on the left side. This will be 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, let's make this one 0. It doesn't really cut it. Okay, let's leave it like that. Okay, so looks like we have a more or less okay layout. At least there is no risk that it will be spamming any keys. Well, however, I don't know because I switched off the matrix debugging, so yeah, but it wasn't outputting anything, so yeah, let's not make it more complicated than it is already. Oh no. Okay, so it is spamming. Oh, god damn it. How come? Oh yeah, right, so encoders are spamming. Okay, but why? That was risky. Okay, because over here, when we take a look at the output, we only get a message when we change something. Okay, I think I know what is the problem. Or maybe I don't. Because over here, I think we are getting the correct value. Okay, now it makes me wonder. Maybe we should really put it after the bouncing. Okay, I think it should go after the, at least after this part. So, because over here we don't really know if it changed or not. Maybe that's why it's spamming those keys all the time. Yeah, we can either put this inside or we can just reuse this boolean over here changed. I think I will go with this one. It makes me wonder if this is gonna work like this. And now it's gonna be a little bit problematic when we have this output going all the time. Okay. Okay, so far nothing is happening. Or maybe I just don't know. Okay, it is. It is going crazy. I hope it didn't kill the stream. I'm gonna give it a while to finish. Okay, I think we have to change. We have to change the layout for now. We have to remove these. So no more A and B output. Now that is kind of interesting that we get A and B. Okay, let's see what happens if I try it over here. Okay, so looks like it will just output the last key. So it's gonna be either A or B. It looks like a VM is going crazy still. Okay, finished. Alright, so what is wrong and how to fix it? So we do have correct output, at least if we print. So it's not really pushing all the values all the time. Yeah, I see that after debouncing over here, I was still fixing something. But this makes me wonder, because we are still doing this over here. So I think we are pushing the correct value. Okay, let's look at it one more time. So the issue is somewhere over here in these two. So we take the current row. Okay, I think we should change this, because this is logic OR, and we don't really, after we read this value from current row. So for example, if we look over here, let's say this is our current row as we read it, for example. So we have 32 bits. I lost the cursor. Okay, so we have 32 bits, and let's say we want to do, let's say this one. Let's say we are processing this one. So what we are doing now, we're gonna mask it. We're gonna what we get from the mask, we're gonna shift to the right. So then we're gonna get the value from the lookup table. But over here, let's say it was like 1-1, right? So after we get the lookup table and we have logic OR. So let's say the output from the lookup table was that it was up. So we want to put 1 and 0 over here. And if you do it like this, we're gonna leave both values. So I think we should, okay, but even if you do and there will be like 1 and 1 over here. So we're still gonna end up with both, which is not what we want. So I think after we read it, we have to zero out these. And only after that we can put the real value, whether it was up or down, or maybe it was nothing. So then it will remain at 0. Okay, so we have to zero out this this piece, this few bits. Okay, so it's gonna be current row. So it has to be logic AND. So we need to take a mask and we have to invert it. So we want to have all the bits except for the ones that we are currently looking at. Okay, so I think we can do it this way. Because we have the mask. Yeah, so we can use this mask. We have to shift it. So, okay, maybe we can kind of maybe optimize this. So basically we need this part. It would be nice to have maybe additional value for that. So like the, I don't know, like current mask. That would maybe clean it up a little. We are not using this that much. But if we had it like this, let's say we have, it should be matrix row T, I suppose. Let's make it current mask equals. Something like this. Okay, so we do it like that. Okay, it kind of makes more sense, I would say. We have this, and then what we need to do. Yeah, and then we have to, we would like to flip those bits to 0. So we have to take this mask, and then we have to flip all the bits. So the ones that are 0 we have to turn to 1s, and the ones that are 1, which are the one for the current encoder position, we have to flip to 0, and then it will filter everything out. So I think it will be something like this. Let's make a parenthesis, so to be safe. Or maybe let's do it like this. Current row. And this one will be current mask. Something like this, I think, should do the trick. So now we should have those bits zeroed out. Maybe for clarity, let's move it outside. Oh, something like this. Okay, let's give it a try. Let's give it a try. And that's why we had those letters repeating, because before I touched the encoder, there was no output. But as soon as I touch it, we got like either A or B, or the last one. If I touch the other one, it would be, for example, F2 or F3, whatever was set up in the key map, and it would stay like that because we weren't zeroing out. So now when it's changing, we are like zeroing out and only leaving it to be processed when there is a change. So basically, maybe we don't even need this anymore, because that will be kind of independent. Would it be? Yeah, because there will be no output, there will be no change in direction. So this value is not really necessary, but I'm gonna leave it for now. We're gonna remove it later. Flashing this device is a pain. Finally, yeah. Okay, didn't really change much. I was pretty much sure that is the issue. This should work. Yeah, maybe we should put it after the bounce. Because if you flip those beats before the bounce, so the bounce will just leave it. So it will treat it as a key. But then we are not really... Okay, this change makes no sense over here, in my opinion. Is it possible that we have this wrong? No, I think it's okay. We are shifting this correct number of beats. So this should technically... This should remove everything. Okay, but now when we are not bound to this value to change, so... Okay, let's try one more time. Okay, nothing is happening right now. Should be spitting out letters, but it's not. Let's see what we have over here. Okay. We have nothing. Does it even work? Okay, so this works. Yeah, okay, it works now. I have A and B, and if I press different letter, it doesn't override it, so it looks like it's not really spamming as it used to. Let's check the other side. Okay, we have 4. Yeah, looks okay, and if I rotate down, I have smaller number. Something is wrong because it's like 2 and 1. Okay, there is still one issue from what I can tell. And maybe it's something about the resolution. Because we have 4, and I think for this one should be 2. Ah, shit. So it is spamming. I really have to bring back matrix debugging. It looked kind of okay, but it's not okay. Okay, so we have matrix debug. Let's go back. Let's see if I have any extra keys somewhere so that it won't compile. Oh, okay, looks good. Okay, let's think about it for a second. Okay, so at least we know that this part works okay because we have correct values for up and down. So the problem is okay, I removed this one by accident. Yeah, looks like I was manually changing this stuff. Yeah, because if we add it over here, oh wait, because we do have we are really changing it. Okay, so this masking doesn't change anything because over here I think I know. It was supposed to be equals, so only when we hit the resolution we change, otherwise we don't. And if we change, that will be only, yeah. So this one is not really needed over here. But we can still use this current mask. Okay, let's take a look. Oh no, it's gonna be different because it's gonna be this. Okay, so let's get rid of this one. Let's put it back where it belongs. Yeah, now it should be okay. Because I left it like I left it below, so that would be outputting all the time, only except when we hit the value. Yeah, but looking at it, this might be still an issue, I think. Yeah, because if over here, if we reach the resolution, so then it will only... Oh. Yeah, then that's the issue over here. I think I can approach it a little bit different, because like over here, I think we should reset those bits in the current row where we have the encoder, because over here we already know the state. Yeah, so what we need to do is just set the correct bit. So if it equals minus, so then we'll only set the bit that it went down. And we reset this. Otherwise, yeah, I think we still need to we still need to reset those values and then only leave the ones that matter. And I think let's say if we zero it out, so to either down or up. Okay, maybe I just made a mistake. Most probably I did. Yeah. I think that was the part that was missing. Because, yeah. Okay, let me just think about it. So if it went down, so I would just light up down and I will flip the up one. Yeah, but if there was no change, it's gonna have the same state anyway. Yeah, I think we need to clean it up. Okay. So maybe this current mask wasn't that bad. Yeah, and then current row. Something like this. So we're gonna wipe those bits from the current row, and then based on the position or the direction of the movement, we are either gonna light up down, and if not, we're gonna flip down to 0. Well, this one is not really necessary anymore, I presume, since it will be 0 anyway. So if we don't change it here, we're gonna end up with just 0, so there'll be no movement. And the same over here. So either it was a movement up or movement down over here, movement up, otherwise there was nothing. So this might not be really necessary. Okay, I think I got it right. Okay, and we have an error. What seems to be the problem? Okay, I think that's the issue over here. We missed one letter. That was correct. That was encoder states. Okay. Forgot. Now it should be fine. Yep, as I said. Shit, no change. What the hell is wrong with this? Yeah, that is odd that we have no... Yeah, that is kind of odd. Okay. So we have an issue with cleaning the output. Okay, now the question is, maybe I should bring it back to here, since we are modifying this. I'm surprised that there is no output over here. Well, it does show that we have those bits on. Okay. Did it flash or not? Okay, now we have no output. Nothing is happening. Okay, that's a progress. At least it's not spamming the keys anymore. Okay, I think I know what is the issue. So I think we have to split this into two different loops. One loop will be this one, and we will do only this part. So we will only try to figure out what is the direction of the encoder, of particular encoders, and then after the bouncing, I think we have to put those values into the current matrix row matrix, this one. So before the bounce, we will leave it over here. I think we should leave it with this. So we should just leave it zeros. So then over here, and remove this. It's a little bit messy. We don't need that anymore. We have our own code that doesn't work. Yeah, so I will take this. And over here, after the bounce, let's do like this. Okay, let's make it, what was the name? As an encoder num, yeah. All right, and this is where we're gonna be fixing all those values. Let's take a look at this. Okay, so we are after the bounce, and I think this should do the trick. So over here, if this mask is correct, I think it is, because we have all other keys, so if it was wrong, then it will be cleaning other keys, which it isn't. So I assume that is correct. Besides, it's the same over here, so yeah, we are getting correct value, so the mask should be fine. Yeah, so then this current row, if it's different, so the question now is, if I'm cleaning these values over here, and if we don't really have to worry about it, because it doesn't matter what is over here. We don't really care about the encoders over here, we only care over here. So after the bounce, we're gonna go through this table again, and we're gonna set all those bits. So for example, over here, if it was down, we're gonna flip down, and if it wasn't, then we don't really have to do anything, do we? Yeah, most probably we can skip that, since we have it already disabled. So it's either down or either up, and that's it. We don't have to switch off anything. Okay, let's see if it works. Let's see what happens. Oh, there's an error. Okay, so that was the name for this current encoder. Okay, this time it worked. Okay, no spam. Let's see what happens. This key works. Okay, still no output. Okay, but haven't we changed? We only changed this one over here. Okay, so we are reaching this part, so it's kind of okay. Ah, okay, a wrong variable. This is what you get when you're copy pasting. Okay, so this shouldn't be current row. This should be row matrix of I. Okay, I think this is it. I think this should do the trick. So now we are putting those values where they belong. And then it goes to scan quantum. So fingers crossed. And of course error. I think it was supposed to be like this matrix. Okay, so we are missing this one, I. Alright, because we are outside. Doesn't matter. It's gonna be 0 either way. Because we have only one row. Okay, yeah, finally. Okay, I think it works now, because we have output in the matrix when I rotate. Or maybe it doesn't. Okay, that is interesting. So it only changes once. Oh, come on. Ah, shit. Okay, now I'm pissed. Okay, what happens now? God damn it, why is it spitting these stupid numbers all the letters all the time? Shouldn't be like that. Okay, this is getting annoying. Hmm. It kind of doesn't really make much sense. But definitely the error is somewhere over here, that we have this data. What is interesting that when I press something, so we have matrix output, then if I rotate, I get only one message, then I'm not getting any. But if I go here, yeah, it's constantly outputting. But this should technically work, because like on this position we don't really have any on this because we kind of erased all the encoders from here. Okay, let's take a look. How does it look like? If I'm really removing this or not. Let's leave it like this, current row. Okay, so we'll have an output from here. So I'll be able to tell if it's really removing encoders. And then we can check this part. I still need to remove. Okay, let's get rid of this one. For now, let's remove debug. Okay, error. What seems to be the problem? Okay. It should be like this. Print, and this one will be print binary. Okay, now it should be fine. Okay. That is interesting. Why are we getting 0 and 1? But there is no output still. Oh, that is rather odd. Okay, that is interesting. So it's not really, it should zero out this, but it's not. And do we have an issue with the mask? Okay, let's see if what happens with the other ones. Okay, only this one is behaving. Oh no, not really. Okay, so it looks like this cleaning doesn't really work. Because over here we should have 0. Okay, I think I know what is wrong. Maybe because we do it like in three steps, in 3 loops. So maybe we are getting some artifact from the previous one. Yeah, let's do it like this. Let's say it's 0. Okay. Okay, now we have zeros. Okay, let's see what happens. There is no output at all. Okay. Now it makes sense. Okay, I know. Such a stupid error. We have to move this out to here. Because we are interfering with this value. I think I should do some kind of a code camp or something. Okay. And now it should be okay. At least this part with zeroing. Okay, we don't have this mask over here. Oh boy. Okay, let's leave it at 0. I just want to check something. So if I leave this current row at 0, then after the bounce, after the bouncing, we still have those values. We have them over here. So over here, we should be able to put them back in. I think we should be able to do it. Are we be doing it? I have no idea. Yeah, let's see what happens now. Nothing happens. How cool is that? Yeah, but we are getting output. I can see up and down. Ah. God damn it. Okay, still my bad. I am not cleaning correctly. Oh my god, I think I'm tired already. Yeah. So I was sending the press, but I wasn't sending the press. I hope I did. Okay, last compilation and I'm done. Alright. Okay, nothing is spamming. For now, let's take a look. Oh yeah, finally. BA. Yeah, we got it. Almost 3 hours. Oh my god, what a pain. Yeah, but the issue is we have no other keys, but that should be an easy fix. So I suppose... Okay, but looking at it, okay, let's think about it for a second. If we bring this one over here for cleaning, I think this should work. Let's go here. Now it should be fine. And what was it? Current mask. Because this one has all the bits flipped to 1 except for the encoders that you want to remove from this value, so should be okay. Should be okay. And this should give us the remaining keys. Okay, let's see what happens now. Does it work? Yeah, does it spam? No. How about other keys? Yeah, so I was right. So this was okay. Okay, awesome. We made it. Somehow we made it. I'm a little bit confused because I changed so many things, but I think now I know what was wrong with it. So probably tomorrow, I think we can continue. We can clean this code up, and then we can dive into the engine for Chordie that was written by Danny Tom. The engine is absolutely awesome. It's a little bit complicated to configure, but it's kind of after a few minutes, it's very easy to like get the overall understanding how all those chords are working. So tomorrow we'll be doing that. So first we do the cleanup, and then we will jump into the engine, and we have to fix a lot of chords. Okay, so if nothing changes, if nothing happens, and if I will be able to stream tomorrow, please drop by. We can make some more errors, and yeah, enjoy your afternoon, enjoy your evening, and I see you maybe tomorrow, and if not, then definitely on Wednesday. Bye bye, take care, thanks for watching.